Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Roten. And here we go. Fast break. Roten's got it. And that one's good.
Tony Roten with the shot.
Allen. He got it! Wow! He caught it!
My goodness.
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where
comes from me being 8 years old.
year-by-year improvements until he became the best. Adams, he's checked in for Gortat. Ibaka comes in for Thomas Robinson, and Allen subbed in for Green. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Splitter is out there with Anderson, and it's Leonard in at small forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Dishes it to Westbrook from outside the arc. That's good. Russell Westbrook.
It's time to get away. It's time to... Curry from way downtown. How does he do it?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The wins have been coming pretty steadily for the Thunder. In case you've been under a rock, they've continued their double-digit winning streak with no signs of slowing. A scary, tough team, and they're in full swing. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just comes in...
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Splitter is out there with Anderson. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He had 46 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Now here's Allen. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game, and that one's good. And the Thunder lead by 17.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
2 minutes.
Parker against Allen. And Parker, here we go. And he converts the layup. Parker's got his second basket of the game.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Here's Allen. No good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
Parker's shot is off. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Houston.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Spurs trail by 17. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Allen. Here's Ibaka, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the interior D is free. Really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Allen against Parker. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Parker's got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Allen against Leonard, off the inbound, and nothing but air on that one. From deep. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Thunder lead by 17.
All right, Kevin.
Okay, guys, tremendous work in the first half. These fans haven't had a thing to cheer about. Let's talk about how...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Talk about a terrific game for Allen. 19 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Allen is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Gortat in at the pivot, manning the middle. Leonard attacking, count the bucket. Leonard's got the first points to start out the third quarter for San Antonio. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Allen outside.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Picked him clean. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. Leonard on the wing. Puts up a three. And it's good in the assist by Parker. And it's 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Allen. And that one is hammered home.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way. That's exactly how you want to do it.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Parker. He's averaging 10 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
The Spurs making a switch here. Roten's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Robinson's checked in for Serge Ibaka. It's stolen by Allen. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Allen leading the charge. That is good. And it's 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
And the basket by Kobe.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Allen with it. Leonard picks him up. Leonard against Allen. Here's Gortat. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here we go, one-on-one. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. Number 1, the Thunder.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Down low, kicks to West. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
Allen, that's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now, here's Roten. He's covered by Westbrook. Leonard against Durant. Here's Marjanovic. Puts it up from 15, and the shot is good.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Leonard against Allen. Leonard with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And Kobe the bucket with the assist from Leonard. 6 points for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Here's Allen. 25 points in the game. Good. And the Thunder lead by 17.
Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor, and then the balance to knock it down.
Unbelievable move, rush out.